Hey booktube, this is Kelly. Thanks so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Just want to show you before he leaves. Blue, say hi. This is my kitty Blue. Anyway, we'll see how long he actually stays there. It's not such a great week for me. And there goes the cat. I felt like I was being crushed in a panini press this week. So it was very difficult and, you know, personally, professionally, all kinds of different forms of stress. So I do, however, have some reading updates. So I have started reading Daddy Longlegs by Jean Webster. This also includes Dear Enemy, which I suspect I will read as well. I've had this book for a really long time. I remember seeing the movie growing up and always wanted to read the book. I think this is going to go pretty quickly as this is a collection of, it's primarily letters. Jerusha, who changes her name kind of to Judy, and she's an orphan, and so far someone has kind of sponsored her going to college and has made a requirement. It's an anonymous gift, but has made it a requirement that she write them a letter once a month. And so anyway, it's already delightful, but I'm just starting for middle grade March. And then I also started reading the first story in Best Ghost Stories of Joseph Sheridan LeFanu, who I did not know was Irish until the Irish Readathon. So the story I'm reading right now is not set in Ireland, so I'm going to make it a priority for the next story that I read from this to take place in Ireland. Now, I am going to be gone possibly next week or maybe for just a couple days. So I'm trying to think of like, what's my plan of attack next? What should I do? And I was thinking of next picking up Tru Nelle by Neri. This is a fictionalized mystery about Truman Capote and Lee Harper, and so ticks the box for March Mystery Madness as well as middle grade March. So I'm looking forward to that. So I think that'll be kind of in the wings, because I don't think it's going to take very long to get through Daddy Longlegs. Now, the thing I really want to talk to you guys about is I finished reading This Much Is True by Miriam Margolyes. Now, if you may be familiar with Miriam Margolyes, she plays Professor Sprout in the Harry Potter films. That's probably what she's maybe most famous for, but she has done a lot in her career. And I just want to say, I know she's never going to see this, but Miriam Margolyes, like, I want to be your friend. She is so real and so completely honest. But also at the same time, there's this really interesting juxtaposition in her personality of being quite brazen. You know, she feels like certain parts of the female anatomy make other people happy. And so if she's in a situation where she needs to do that, like, she just exposes herself. So there is definitely kind of she's just very naughty. Let's put it that way. So there's some naughty stories in here. It's fascinating because she's a lesbian, but she's really helped a lot of men in her life. Yeah, so that was interesting too. But there's also just this certain kind of childlike naiveness or impishness about her. She's so curious about other people. I think Miriam Margolyes is an incredibly empathetic person. She is always trying to see things or understand how someone sees the world. And one of the stories that she told in this book that I loved is that she's always looking for a bench where someone's sitting. Because as opposed to most of us, right? Like I am always looking for the empty bench. But she really is, she loves talking to people. She loves hearing about their perspectives and their life, you know, and she's made several documentaries related to this. You know, she has several stories about visiting with Indigenous people and refugees in Australia, people with weight issues, which she has struggled with for most of her life. She travels through the American South, and talks to people there about their ideas and attitudes. So I just loved that about her. And Miriam, I just want to say, I wish I could be one of the 11,000 plus contacts in your phone. She's very different from me. And I mean, she says she's an atheist, but she also says she's a secular Jew. She celebrates Jewish holidays, and she's never eaten pork or shellfish. To my understanding, she's a lesbian. She, but I just felt myself just someone so different from me, you know. I mean, she knows all these celebrities. There's all kinds of stories in here. There's a lot of name dropping, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but there's a lot of name dropping in this book. I really think if you live in the UK and you are really familiar with the theater scene, then this book will resonate for you more than for a lot of people, because Miriam Margolyes has done, well, she started off in radio, went to voiceovers, stage. She was in Wicked on Broadway, even though she's tone deaf. She can't sing. So she's just done so many different things in her life. And she lived in LA for a little while, where she said everyone was obsessed with celebrity and being thin, and she didn't really care about either of those things. So there's just a lot of great stories. Again, some of them are naughty, so if that's not your thing, then this might not be the right book for you. But I really, really enjoyed this book. I'm so glad I read it. I think it just came out last year. So if you're new to my channel, it's very unusual to hear me talk about a new release, or a relatively new release, a book that's been published within the last year. Mainly, we're focused on backlist books here on this channel, but this was one I just really wanted to get to soon. So, and again, I'm so glad I did. And Miriam, you're amazing, and I wish we could be friends. All right. Booktube, I have a poll up on my community tab. You can access that on your phone or your computer. It will not work on your tablet, unfortunately. But I'm asking people what events they're participating in March. I've seen a lot of insane TBR videos for March. So feel free to go and vote on my poll. And in the comments section down below, tell me what you're reading this weekend or what you're starting off on. Maybe you're starting a Mammoth. For those of you who are reading Les Mis, I am thinking of you, and I cannot wait to have some more conversations with people about that book. So anyway, I love to hear from folks in the comment section. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji, or you can give this video a thumbs up. So just a way of saying hello. I do appreciate it. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself be kind to others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.